In my skinny jeans. I lost 17 pounds and I'm fitting into jeans I never thought I would wear again. My husband tells me I look slender and sexy. I'm very pleased with my results. Dan R., 42, an entrepreneur from Troy, Michigan says, I'm back in control and shed 42 pounds. My business is hectic and everyday life is stressful, so I often do not feel in control. This has made me feel I can control my hunger and what I eat. I feel much more in control of my life and I am very happy with my fat loss. Melissa T., 47, who lives in Topeka, Kansas, had this to say, I flushed away 32 pounds. Now I have a curvy waist and hips right above my jeans. I feel fantastic. I'm so proud of what I did because my waist hasn't been this small since high school. Emily A., a 32-year-old computer programmer from Miami, Florida, says, my belly shrank. I've lost 16 pounds and feel great. I never felt hungry while drinking this tasty tea. I lost 16 pounds without much effort. I lost all the weight I wanted, and I never felt deprived either. You've heard from just a handful of the thousands of people who've proved this is the one thing that worked to lose all the weight they wanted. In just 14 days from now, you can have similar results, just like Amanda, Dan, Melissa, and Emily did. Believe me, this tea is so powerful, you must watch all the way to the end so you can get the secret recipe. Then you'll see that detoxing my body with this tea helped me shed 41 pounds and gave me the sexy, slender body you see now. If I can go from this to this and lose 41 pounds of ugly fat without being hungry, you can too. I can help you. You can achieve the body you've always wanted, the body you deserve. Sometimes there are special moments in your life where everything changes for the better. This, right now, is one of those times. I know you're probably skeptical, right? That's okay. But I can't stress this enough. You are not a failure. The fat loss science you thought would help you lose weight failed you. I should know. I remember how it was when nothing in my closet fit me, when I knew nothing would look good on me. I'd buy baggy, loose-fitting clothes. That way no one could see my ugly rolls and bulges. I was so ashamed of my body that I even began undressing for bed in the dark so my husband couldn't see how fat I really was. It wasn't just his gaze that I was trying to avoid. I hoped and prayed every night that he wouldn't try to touch me. I couldn't bear the shame of him knowing what I'd become, even if it meant we grew apart because of it. As a result, we did. I hated it. Nothing I tried worked to lose the weight. No diet, no shake, no fat-burning supplements, no matter how much I starved myself. No amount of rigorous exercise ever worked to lose the fat either. So I suffered, for longer than I'd like to admit. All that is behind me now, and soon it will be for you too. All because I uncovered this ancient red tea recipe. And that's not hype. I'm not offering magic potions here. This red tea and the simple-to-follow detox plan that goes with it are rooted in sound scientific principles. Its fat cell shrinking effects are based on scientific research, and the latest discoveries in how fat burn is related to stress, proper hormone levels, adequate sleep, nutrition, and other aspects of the body's physiology. I'd love to help you lose the fat if you'll let me, but first, let's take a look at 5 counterintuitive principles of weight loss that traditional methods just don't cover. New fat shrinking rule number 1. Eat more, weigh less. The old rules of dieting have been telling you to eat less, so you end up feeling deprived and starving with tiny portions. Forget about that. Losing weight is not about deprivation. It's all about detoxing your body and eating superfoods that burn up quickly, revving up your metabolism, so you sizzle off calories all day and all night long. I'll show you how to detox and lose unwanted fat without willpower. You will eat more and weigh less. With the help of this amazing red tea recipe, you will never feel hungry. The old rules of fat loss will be dumped in the trash can where they belong, and this leads us to our next rule. New fat shrinking rule number 2. Reduce stress, lose fat. This new rule is about reducing your chronically high stress levels, a critical part of losing weight. I'll give you a few simple methods to quickly reduce your stress and a list of the best methods to restore hormone balance at the end of this presentation. You will feel calmer and weigh less. Follow my advice and you will feel less stressed and release more body fat. It's true. Your stress is holding your body back. Very few people truly understand how chronically high stress levels do serious harm to maintaining proper levels of fat burning and fat storing hormones, which are required for releasing and burning excess fat. One study from the University of Florida found that chronic stress actually causes your body to start producing a protein called beta-trophin. When this special compound is in your body, it brings critical fat-burning enzymes to a complete standstill. That's just one critical reason why what you're about to discover is so revolutionary when it comes to safe and sustainable fat loss. By working with your fat cells instead of fighting against them. Not only that, but how this red tea recipe found deep in the heart of Africa not only reduces stress, it also stimulates your body's natural systems to work together and burn more fat in less time. So now you know that stress is a huge reason for your excess fat. But here's another big one too. New fat shrinking rule number 3. Eliminate toxins, drop pounds. Did you know most processed food that is on the grocery store shelves contains harmful substances? Most food manufacturers just don't give a damn that their food products are contributing to sickness and death for millions of people, even though they know for a fact how dangerous these chemicals really are. The common food toxins found in processed foods include nitrates in processed luncheon meats, omega-6 fatty acids in oils from cottonseed, corn, soybean, safflower, and others, processed sugar and high fructose corn syrup, GMOs or genetically modified foods, residues from pharmaceuticals, manufacturing chemicals, and other toxins in meat, eggs, and dairy, pesticides and herbicides in conventionally grown produce and grain. When combined, all these toxic factors can result in low levels of fat-burning hormones and high levels of fat-storing hormones. And this dreaded combination can sabotage your fat loss and ruin your chances at having the slender body you want. One study from Princeton University showed that a diet which included sweeteners like high fructose corn syrup was associated with more weight gain than ones with the same level of natural sugars instead. It's not just how much you eat, it's what you eat. That's why I was searching for a safe shortcut that would help my clients with an intense detoxification program to rid their fat cells of hormone-blocking toxins to unlock their natural ability to shrink fat cells. This is why you've had such a hard time losing weight, even though you do everything right. No amount of exercise and dieting can help you lose weight if your hormones are preventing you from getting the body you deserve. Toxins are all around us. They are in the soil, in synthetic materials, and in our homes. There are toxins in our water and even in the air we breathe. Pharmaceuticals, industrial chemicals, and pesticides in particular are often present in our water. Companies don't dispose of chemicals properly. People flush pharmaceuticals down the toilet, and pesticides seep into the ground soil every single day. As a result, these chemicals get into our water supply and eventually into our food. This is also true about fertilizers and heavy metals like mercury, lead, and arsenic. They don't make you feel sick right away, but they do build up in your body over time. Most importantly, these toxins are making it impossible for you to lose weight. One research study conducted by the Uppsala University in Sweden concluded that there is a clear relationship between high levels of the environmental toxin PCB, a coolant and lubricant used in manufacturing, and the amount of body fat around the belly. Belly fat is known to increase your risk of diabetes and high blood pressure, among other dangerous conditions. One of the reasons your body holds on to fat is because it uses that fat as a safe storage facility for toxic compounds like pesticides and mercury. Your body naturally protects itself by holding on to both fat and water to mix the toxins with your excess body fat and water weight. This is how your body reduces the harm that toxins do. Unfortunately, it also means you're gaining a lot of weight you don't want. That's why you should seriously consider detoxing your body. Research by Skidmore College exercise scientist Paul Arciero showed that detoxification can even reduce oxidative stress, which has been linked to causing diseases like Alzheimer's. That means if you try to lose weight without detoxing your body, You could end up with more oxidative stress and illnesses, including Alzheimer's disease. This is actually part of the reason why losing weight is so difficult and even painful for so many people. If all these sources of toxins aren't properly taken care of, the buildup can cause critical hormone imbalances, which may lead to serious health issues and weight gain, and could end in obesity. Yes, it's true that 68.7% of Americans are overweight or obese. Part of that startling number is due to the buildup of harmful toxins around us. One of the main problems with trying to lose weight, especially around your belly, is getting those stubborn fat cells to let go of the locked-in fat so the body can cleanse harmful toxins and flush fat away. The key to finally releasing this type of fat is new fat shrinking rule number 4. Rebalance hormones, release stored fat. Due to cutting-edge research, we now know that the hormone noradrenaline may hold the key to unlocking fat cells and shrinking them. It's what causes the action of the incredible shrinking fat cell. In a landmark study at the National Institute of Neurological Disorders and Stroke, scientists discovered that toxic molecules can accumulate in the space between cells and can cause them to be larger in size, meaning the more toxins you have around your fat cells, the bigger they'll become. Researchers at Karolinska Institute in Sweden also found out adrenaline and noradrenaline are the hormones that stimulate the breakdown of fat and toxic molecules. However, when nutrients are plentiful, fat cells become resistant to this signal and instead store more fat, as reported by Professor Carlos Ibanez at the Department of Neuroscience. Noradrenaline is a stimulant hormone that signals your body to start using your belly fat for energy. The takeaway here? The more noradrenaline produced in the body, the more pounds the body naturally sheds. This red tea recipe just so happens to boost noradrenaline production. Everyone I've helped with my red tea recipe lost a lot of weight because of it, with much of it lost in the hard-to-lose belly area. Results showed fat cell size and fat storing volume actually shrunk. Noradrenaline was just one of the compounds I found in the red tea's 5 unique ingredients. I'll show you the clinical science of why this, along with the other 4 unique ingredients that work to shrink fat cells, but first, I'll give you the 5th fat cell shrinking rule. New fat shrinking rule number 5. Exercise less, lose more weight. Scientists have made astonishing discoveries, and a recent breakthrough is something scientists call the exercise sweet spot. Your sweet spot is the exercise intensity level where the full fat-burning power of your body is unleashed, so your body draws on fat stores for fuel. You are not exercising harder. You are exercising smarter. Do this right, and fat layers under your skin vanish and excess pounds disappear. You can drop a dress or a pant size in 2 weeks as your whole body becomes firmer, sexier, and trimmer. Sadly, most people are eating too little and exercising too much, and this actually works against fat loss. When you're overstressed, your body's ability to make enough fat-burning hormone rapidly declines. When you're stressed out, burning excess fat is even harder. That's why I'm here to help you understand how drinking a tasty red tea, along with a few simple methods